Hello, and thank you for being here, for giving your time and attention for the well-being of people wishing to age in place. What I'm presenting to you today about messaging to the aging in place market is intended to help you increase your business without compromising your purpose. So let's all agree, now is the time for universal design. While most older adults want to age in their homes, our housing infrastructure is hanging on for dear life. 90% of people 65 and over want to age in place. However, less than 5% of US housing units can accommodate someone with a mobility issue. So that grab bar he's holding onto is a symbol of the solution. Universal design features prevent falls, lower medical costs, repair our housing infrastructure, and offer elegant options that contribute to the joy of living. It's a remedy to all the realities, and we are all leading the charge to make it happen, and we're gaining ground. But it's not easy. Most of us at some point have met resistance during the universal design messaging process. Yes? We must often present our clients solutions to problems they may not yet feel they need to address. The national poll on healthy aging, for example, found only 1 in 7 older adults has given considerable thought to aging in place home modifications, whereas almost half, 47%, have given little or no thought to it at all. Jim Greatorex of VGM's Live at Home, the national membership of accessibility contractors, told me about 95% of the work that comes to him is still unplanned. It's reactive. It only happens because of a crisis. So how do we get our messages past that? How do we help the customer go from reactive to proactive? It's called the positivity effect. Older adults, in comparison to their younger counterparts, remember and pay attention to more positive than negative information. So the words and images depicting older adults with negative ageist stereotypes as frail and incompetent or fear-based, such as I've fallen and I can't get up, those are going to discourage the very people they're intending to reach. The long-term success in messaging to the aging in place market will come when we think past ageist stereotypes and present our products and services with positive information and authentic connections. Now, there are many studies that will back me up on this, including AARP's Frameworks Institute, that there are economic benefits to communicating with and portraying older adults in authentic and positive ways. But certainly our communication choices don't end there, because this is a vast and diverse market. Just how diverse? Well, the 65 plus age group is the most heterogeneous of any age group. And we know we can't be all things to all people. So how do we even begin to break it down to determine who our customer is and how to talk to them? Well, first, by not focusing on their age, because age is no longer a reliable predictor of social, economic status, or even physical function. It's about stage, not age. Are they empty nesters? Do they have a mobility condition? Do they have aging parents? Each life stage in the transition between them is your opportunity to showcase your product or service fitting into or adapting to the different life stages. I'm going to introduce you to 3 customer profiles representing just a few different segments of the aging in place market and some different messaging styles to reach them. First, let's meet Mel. He's the self-reliant type. He's determined to age at home, where he says, "You're at nobody else's mercy." However, he has tripped going from the bedroom to the bathroom, or he has bonked his knee heading into the kitchen for a late night snack too many times. But he doesn't want to tell his kids he's not getting around as well as he used to. He's concerned they're going to ship him off to a nursing home. Next up is Jenny. She's married, she's got a couple kids, and she's managing the care of her aging parents who live far away, which defines her as a card-carrying member of the sandwich generation. She needs to find her parents' help affordably and remotely. And then there's Pat. He's a solo ager. He's got no children. He's got no family nearby. But he does have a progressive mobility condition that makes it painful for him to climb his stairs or to step over his tub and into the shower. So let's talk about how we might frame the messaging according to the life stages of people like Mel, Jenny, and Pat. First up, there's Mel. He's at the front line of the messaging battle between ageism and authenticity. Now, Mel would agree with this statement After 50, you may not be able to see up close, but you can spot a phony a mile away, meaning some senses may fade with age, but the ability to sniff out BS becomes highly attuned. So Mel's educated. He thinks he can spot the phony and see through any sales job, but there are some things he doesn't see, even in himself. As the product of a youth-obsessed ageist society, Mel has come to equate aging with decline, and he will resist any messaging that makes him feel worse or scared about his condition. So when we're targeting the customer who's resisting change, who doesn't think he has urgent needs, that's when indirect messaging comes into play, covert or stealth messaging. Ageism will impact our communication style, but we can still be authentic and we can still be positive. So here's what we could highlight for a customer like Mel: the creature comforts of universal design, and there are plenty. More convenience, more time with family, those emotionally rewarding benefits of living in a universally designed space, the joy of living, independence as the ultimate luxury. Let's emphasize the adaptability of spaces over time. That's a positive, forward-thinking message for Mel. It shows him we believe in him. So I thought of this ad, and I hope it highlights some of the points I'm trying to make. He's gone and updated the lighting in his home. He's installed smart home technology and is showing his grandson how he can control everything from his phone. And with that, the parents go out on a date night, leaving Mel in charge of his grandson and experiencing those emotionally positive rewards of connection. So again, we've been impacted by ageism and how we communicate, but we're still being authentic and we're still being positive. And on the other side of the front door, Mel's adult children can check their phone later and the app and make sure the stove was turned off and the house is secure. And for Jenny, who's coming up next, wherever she is, she can use this technology to help manage her parents' affairs remotely too. So now let's move on to Jenny. With her, we can be more direct because her main concern is her parents' safety and how to pay for it. And there are millions like her who want to be a good daughter or son, but they don't know where to start. So let's help make it easier for them. Let's arm them with positive, authentic information. How about a cost comparison between the average price of a universal design bathroom remodel and the average price of assisted living? The bathroom remodel pays for itself rather quickly. And it's another positive, forward-thinking message for someone who wants to age in place. Hey, we think your parents are going to be around for a while. So we're going to make it easier for her, and let's help her feel smarter with content that offers a roadmap to help her get started, like what to ask your contractor about adaptable design. So let's make it easier for her, let's make her feel smarter, and let's show her we care, because she's going to need more information, more services beyond the scope of our business if she's going to help her parents age in their community successfully. So in your online content and your marketing materials, in addition to testimonials about your business, consider promoting other senior service providers too. Like this website, they're accessibility contractors in Rhode Island, and they've got columns and columns of resources for other senior service professionals. This will help make you the expert resource, the one-stop aging in place information shop. And they've got funding resources on their website as well to help their customers afford the work. Low-cost loans, grants, even tax incentives. This kind of consideration isn't about making your client feel bad about their situation. It's about making them feel heard. So now let's connect with Pat. He can also use practical guidance and help on a budget, his financial assistance and other resources for senior service providers. Or he could also benefit from knowing about a business like this. One of a growing number of subscription-based home maintenance services for seniors. They're doing very well. Their messaging is overt. And for Pat, he can absorb more direct messaging than Mel. Even though, like Mel, he's grown up in an ageist society, as a consumer with a diagnosed progressive condition, that makes him more receptive to direct messaging with home mods as the solution. Like these former clients of Fritzy's. You made us think about things we didn't want to. I appreciate it. Now, this was a couple dealing with Parkinson's, a diagnosed progressive condition, and Fritzy was overt in her messaging with them. And you can see it wasn't an easy conversation for them to have, but it was successful, and it was the right thing to do. Not only did they incorporate the changes Fritzie recommended, they also referred future clients to her. So think about who you want your target customer to be. Or better yet, who's already targeting you? What common characteristics can you identify in the life stages of your repeat and referred customers? Well, no matter who they are, this is for them. Share the good news about aging. Put the positivity effect into action. While we can't ignore or deny that aging into the longevity years can be hard, it would not be accurate or effective to depict it as all bad or all about decline. As Dr. Joseph Coughlin likes to say, now he's the head of MIT's Age Lab and the author of The Longevity Economy. Let's get older adults excited and delighted about the future, and that can pay surprising dividends down the line. So here's a surprising dividend. Not only can forward-thinking positive information about aging help move your consumer from reactive to proactive, it may also lengthen their lives. Like in this study by Becca Levy of Yale, which has been replicated in 10 countries. Those with positive perceptions about aging live an average of 7.5 years longer than those who equate aging with loss and decline. So that's not only good news for longevity, that's 7.5 more potential years for them to be your customer. So again, positive, forward-thinking information about aging can prove to be a valuable perspective worth sharing. So just to wrap it up with a few do's and don'ts, do incorporate the positivity effect into your messaging about adaptable design. Do make it easier for your customers to get started by becoming a one-source aging in place information shop. Don't ignore the consequences of not having the aging in place conversations. False statistics and medical costs are huge and real, so do stay true to your purpose. Thank you.